Boskoe100.
What's the deal, Cam?
Man, glad to have you back.
Post Diddy.
Oh man.
What is it?
Post Diddy arrest. Diddy's in trouble, man. It's not looking good for Diddy.
Yeah, that shit looking horrible, bro.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. That shit looking horrible. I said this shit a long time ago though. It's crazy because I've been saying it for years. Not that in per se, but I've been saying Diddy was you know what I mean? He was a character, bro. I was saying this shit years ago and now it's like, bro, all that shit coming to light.
Diddy, he had a bad reputation for a while, man. I think a few people were kind of speaking out against him, but nobody was really, taking it to the extreme.
Except for Jaguar Wright.
Jaguar Wright.
She was going in, and Gene Deal. They was going in before the Cassie shit came out. So they been going in for a couple years now.
Yeah, Diddy, he's a powerful guy.
He was. It seemed like he getting stripped of that power right now.
Yeah, he's still got a lot of money, man. I don't.
For the moment.
He's got a lot of lawsuits.
You see all them lawsuits?
Yeah, no, did you see the girl that got caught lying too today?
Of course, I'm sure all of them lying probably, you know what I mean? Probably 98% probably lying, but we're gonna see how it turned out though.
You know what's crazy, man, is all this could have been avoided if he would have just settled with Cassie.
No, if he would just admit that he gay and just live your life, bruh. Just you really gay, bro, you live your, you know what I mean? All this to mask it. It's like all this shit was basically like a beard. You know what I mean? You trying to mask, you trying to hide something that's really deeper than you wanting to see dudes do it to, bro, you're attracted to me and nigga, you're fucking gay. You know what I mean? Niggas been saying it for years. I've always said that nigga gay shit, you know what I mean? But, some niggas just,
But that's not really the stuff, that's against the law. That's not the stuff.
That's what I'm saying. It's not illegal to be freaky.
It's the sex trafficking. It's the, forcing women to do things. These are the things that he's in trouble for.
Alleged though. It's alleged. Who says these people is telling the truth? This many people? I've never seen a rapper get a class action lawsuit. This is crazy. It's too much, bro.
Well, Cassie made a lot of allegations, accused him of rape and some other things, and everybody kind of doubted her story. And in the lawsuit, it talked about the beating that he gave her. And then the video came out, so I gotta say she's kind of credible.
Cassie, I'm saying I don't believe everybody else does. All these 120 other victims that's popping out of nowhere.
There's definitely some liars there.
I don't believe that.
There's definitely some liars there.
Bro.
There's no way. It's crazy, man. It's like everybody just looking for, let me see if I can get me my $100,000 or something. That's
crazy,
like that.
Bro. That's sad that people is able to do that though. It's and then it's just the internet is just egging it on. They just want him to be guilty. It's like the internet is the mob. They love to see successful people be knocked off they stoop. They love that shit. And it's I think the internet fueling it a bit more than they really
It's possible. The person that I see them doing that the most to though is Jay-Z. When Jay-Z got no evidence in this, there's nobody even suing him.
But they dragging him.
Dragging him through the mud, bro, and that's.
But Jaguar been saying it about it. They've been saying stuff about Jay-Z for years. They say he wasn't he was. Jay-Z just kind of you know what I mean? He just don't respond to it and just overlook it and just keep stepping. But Jaguar been screaming about Jay-Z name for a while now.
She has, they got in trouble. She was on Piers Morgan, and she said Beyonce and Jay-Z were like monsters, and they issued him a cease and desist. Now, he didn't take the video down, but he definitely issued an apology for it.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah,
I seen that. He go at it. I watch Candace Owens a lot, and he be on there like, you know what I mean? I see. I'm tuned into him. I know who he is.
Yeah, I'm not sure you want to mess with Beyonce, man. Like that, out of any celebrity you might have a problem with, bro. That's just one I think you should just duck.
Jay-Z
bro.
either.
Jay-Z.
But that don't make them good people. Like that don't make, like, you know what I mean? That don't make them good people. They just, some people just know how to hide.
Yeah, I mean anything's possible. You know, I mean, I'm sure time will tell, man. I mean, but I think at this point, man, I think most of the celebrities, they're going to be smart enough to pay it before it goes public.
That's the thing. Like, pay it before, but like, even if it's not true, I gotta pay you some money. Like that shit that's kind of like, you know.
Up.
Yeah, very fucked.
It's fucked, bro. It's you know, especially if you've like been to a Diddy party before, but maybe it wasn't, you know, the freaky part of the Diddy party. You know, I heard there was like, you know,
it was parties.
Kind of two different parties.
It was just a party, bro.
The one for all the celebrities, and then after later on, it'd be the freaky party.
I mean, you got like, a party is a party. Like, damn near every party is like that. What party don't we go to and there's girls there and we all trying to take some home? Like what part? Or sometimes they get cracking at the party. Like sometimes, like I done been to mansion parties and they got all these extra rooms and you know what I mean? We dip off with a chick, you know what I mean, the party. Like that's just a party. They just so happen to be doing gay shit at their party too. So it just, you know, they do a lot of zesty shit. It's a lot of zesty shit going on. But it's just a party. You know what I mean?
So do you think Diddy's done? Is he done?
Yeah, I think just with this bad, like no matter what the outcome is, I just think the publicity and just his image is tainted. Like whatever legacy is tainted now. Like, you know what I mean? It ain't that. It's a stain on his legacy. Definitely. Whatever the outcome gonna be. But honestly, it's not looking too good. Like judging by what they did to Bill Cosby and R. Kelly, and it's not looking too good. Like, it's not looking good at all.
A lot of people feel like the second Cassie filed that lawsuit, he should have paid her and just got on a plane and left the country.
I mean, yeah, but that would have kind of made you look guilty, like, you know what I mean? And then they would have just started coming for your money anyway. Like, you see how they trying to attack Russell Simmons' money. They said Russell Simmons owes some victims like $3 million right now. And, you know what I mean?
I've seen that. But are they having trouble? They're having trouble collecting, right?
Yeah, he ain't paid it.
Yeah, he doesn't, he left, right? He went to a country that doesn't extradite.
But they froze his assets, though, or something. So they could put your money. They might can't extradite you, but they could touch your money.
He didn't move his money. He was still making money in America.
Something
like that. Damn. Yeah, it's fucked up, man. Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, man. Well, his trial is set for March 2025. No bail.
That's a long time, man. No bail. So, I mean, you know, that's about right, though. Like, you know, like, it ain't no murder case, so, yeah, it take a while for a trial to start. You got to get ready. It's a lot of pieces to put in place when you're dealing with trial. But honestly, like, I think that's pretty fucked up. They ain't letting them get no bail. Like, I mean, you know, I'm sure they like he could be a flight risk or whatever, or, you know what I mean? They trying to say he gonna he gonna be bribing, but why? It's murderers. You guys let murderers out of jail. It's people that's murderers, or like, you know what I mean? People fighting way worse shit that get to bail out and at least be on house arrest and, you know what I mean? Be able to prepare properly for trial and shit, man. I think that's fucked up how they doing it.
It seems like the feds are like that, you know, in general. It seems like it's harder for people to get bail out at the. I'm not saying people don't, but it just seems like, you know, it's a little harder when it comes to the feds. Like, I don't think, you know, people in the feds, they don't really get bail, bro.
Yes, they do, bro.
For Ricos?
Not Ricos, though. That's what I'm saying. Not for Ricos.
You got a Rico. It's a Rico. I don't know how it's a Rico, because it's just him.
That's how I understand, like, a RICO, like.
But he's being charged with it. It's RICO's part of it, yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, one of the big news. Young Dolph trial just finished up. And straight drop, got life in prison.
Of course.
And Cornelius, the guy who was with him that actually
snitch like a motherfucker though.
Looked like he was doing the most with the Draco.
How he get off?
Is the one that snitched.
That's crazy. How long he get?
I don't know.
I know he didn't get off.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he didn't get sentenced yet.
Yeah, that's crazy. He need to get life too though. I love when the snitch still get life. Like, I love that, bro. Like,
it does happen.
I love that shit, bro. Like, you did all that for nothing. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, what was your thoughts when you seen the trial?
Oh, I already knew they was done. I already knew that. We knew they was over with.
I mean, they say CMG paid for his lawyer. He got on the stand and said they paid for his lawyer. I mean, they're trying to say CMG might have a RICO next.
They, you know, that's just people, what they think, like the conspiracy theorists and the people that think they know, oh yeah, they definitely got a RICO. Like, you don't know what the fuck, why would he have a RICO coming? Cause that, like, it was just, like, honestly, they already said the brother, the one that set that shit up and paid for the shit, the brother had beef with him too. It wasn't just, yo, Gotti. I don't have to, like, that's like, if me and you don't like the same person, I don't have to conspire with you to do something to that nigga just cause we both got beef with him. Like, you know what I mean? I got issues with him, you got issues, we both don't like the nigga. But if I'm finna do something to the nigga, I don't gotta call you and tell you I'm finna do nothing to the nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. It was, yeah, I mean, they say it was $100 grand on him, man. They knew he was coming into town.
But the only got $800?
Bro, that's
that
crazy.
That was wild, nigga. 800? That was wild, bro. $800? Yeah, that's wild. Like, he should have been, yeah, that was wild. Who knows? Who to say that ain't why he got smoked though? Why Big Juke got smoked? Who's to say? Like, you know what I mean?
Big Juke was payback for only paying $800?
Cause them niggas was supposed to get 100. If they were supposed to get 100 and they ain't get their money, I'd be upset about that. I just murked this dude and you ain't giving me my money. I'd be hot about that.
I mean, anything's possible, man. You know what a lot of people are wondering, like, if Big Juke did this, why he was never indicted?
I mean, they had to prove that. This is just him and Trav saying, you know what I mean? That's a whole nother case.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, we'll never know.
They might have been gearing up for that RICO. So, they might have been gearing up for something bigger. And he ended up getting smoked before it could go through. Like,
It's possible.
It's a possibility.
Did you see the picture of Straight Drop and Young Dolph together?
Yeah, that was crazy. That's the ones who get, it's not your enemy who kill you, it's always your own people. Like, it's always your own people. Like, they say that all the time. Like, it's like, it's hard. Like, most shit be happening to be backdoor situations of some sort. Like, it always boils down to it. Because people can't get close to you. Like, you know what I mean? The enemy can't, it's hard for the enemy to get next to you. The enemy gotta come through, you know what I mean? The enemy usually come through a friend. Like, you know what I mean? This shit, a lot of this shit be backdoor shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, that was, sheesh.
These niggas will do anything for money, bro. Like, it's dudes out here will do anything for money, bro. These niggas will give up their ass, suck a dick, bro. These niggas do anything for money. You think they won't set you up for, you know what I mean? For the thought of, oh, we finna get 100,000. It's niggas that, like, you know what I mean? Like, niggas die for less. So, you know what I mean? I don't put nothing past no especially no broke nigga. I was gonna say I don't put nothing past no nigga, but I don't put nothing past a broke nigga.
Well, they've been trying to get Dolph for a while, man. I mean,
it was beef. It was smoke. Like, you know what I mean?
You know?
It was smoke.
I think, quite a few people died, bro. Black Youngster's brother.
Shit was real beef.
You know, Big Jook. I mean, I think
Govon's daughter, what's her name?
She was killed.
Desto, a lot of bands, Desto or whatever, Desto.
Yeah, I mean,
shit was real.
We don't know what happened.
And I heard the leader of Trula Mafia got killed too.
Okay.
Like the head, the top dude in Trula Mafia, I heard they wigged him too.
Dang. And like we don't even know if there's like a good reason for this. Like we ain't heard like no real like good reason for all this.
You don't post it here. Like it's street business. Like that's the thing. Like y'all don't post it here. We don't post it here. Like why? Like, that's the thing about this internet shit, bro. Everybody expect you to crash out for their entertainment, bro. Like everybody wants you to go do a hit and have it on video recording and then upload it on YouTube and like, oh yeah, you didn't slide. Oh yeah, he did. I seen Boskoe slide. Yeah, he made his videos on his YouTube. Like, you know what I mean? Like that shit is like.
But dudes do be wanting everybody to know. They be like dropping subtle little hints and stuff.
I mean, everybody want to be famous. I mean, especially when you beefing with a nigga and your enemy, something happened to him. Like, why? It's up. Like, why should I be sad, nigga? Like, shit.
Well, since our last interview, Nipsey's brother, Black Sam, did an interview. Finally broke his silence, sat down with Big Boy, and talked about everything, man. Did you watch the interview?
The whole thing.
What'd you think?
I mean, I've been waiting to hear him speak since it happened. Like, I've been waiting for that. Honestly, I'm mad Big Boy beat me to it, man. I wanted that to be one of my first interviews out the gate. Like, I was like, Big Sam don't talk to nobody. Like, you know what I mean? But it was dope though. I've been waiting to hear that story for a while now. You know what I mean?
Any particular parts stick out?
I like the part when they was like, you know what I mean? When he was just telling the part about them growing up and where they started from and, you know what I mean? The trials and tribulations they was going through, just trying to keep the t-shirts going and just trying to get some money and all the losses that they took, like, you know what I mean? Because a lot of this I heard in Nip's music. Like, if you listen to Nip music, Nip spoke about a lot of this shit, but like, it was all through the music. But finally hearing Sam really sit down and tell the whole story from his point of view, like we always heard Nip's point of view, but we finally got to hear Black Sam, and it was dope. It was dope.
Did you ever meet Nipsey?
Yeah, I know Nip. Hell yeah.
Okay. How'd you guys meet?
Through Big U, actually. Big U was my very first manager when I started rapping. It was he was doing some work with Big U on a magazine they was doing at the time. It was called Fresh Buzz magazine. My boy Lonnie McNeil, and I was just telling him, he was like, man, who you fuck with in the rap? Like, who you fuck with? Like, who would you want to do a feature with? Well, I told him Nip. Like, he like, yeah. I'm like, man, that nigga hard. Like, from the first time I heard him, I'm like, this nigga hard. Like, I just seen something with him. Like, you know what I mean? And Big U ended up making it happen. And I went to the studio. Nip told me to come up to the studio and fuck with him. So I went to the studio. We kicked it and all this shit. And then after that, we just had a professional relationship. Like, we performed at a lot of the same shows and like, you know what I mean? A lot of events, I'll be there, he there, like, you know what I mean? Shit like that. We didn't like hang out and smoke weed together and shit, but just professional, like we had a respective, professional relationship.
With him being from the 60s and you being from Inglewood, like, do you guys' hoods get along or how did that work?
I mean, not technically. Like, technically, we like ops. We would be ops. But, you know what I mean? Like, we out the same section, too. So it's like, like being out the same section, a lot of people gonna know a lot of the same people, and a lot of us connect in different ways. Even though we come from opposite sides, we still, it's like you know what I mean? Like his, you know what I mean? It's just like we connect in a lot of ways, and coming from the same area. So I think like us coming from the same area and the way we met, like it was kind of like with Big U ushering it in, and kind of like, you know what I mean? I think we had that mutual respect for each other, and then we both Leos, like, you know what I mean? He a Leo too, so we kind of connected on that level too. So you know what I mean?
Did you ever any backlash or anything, or your homies ever tell you anything for doing it?
Hell no. Mm-mm.
Why do you think Nipsey was able to work with so many people that, you know, maybe other guys maybe can't do? Like I interviewed G Perico, and you know, they work together too. You'd mentioned earlier about like the gangster card and the neighborhood card not really getting along. How did that
Don't get along at all.
work with Nipsey? It didn't matter?
Nah, like, you know, at certain points, like even when I was little, it's always an exception to the rule. Like for instance, like my homies, like arch enemies, well, when I was growing up, today it ain't really like that, but like East Coast, them was like our rivals, like on the East Side, Broadway versus East Coast, you know what I'm saying? But it was like our main hangout, it was the dude, the nigga Wack from 7-6 East Coast stayed next door. And like I used to sleep in his house and shit, but he was the real deal. He was the real East Coast, you know what I'm saying? So it's always exceptions to the rules, you know what I mean? And like I guess me and Nip was an exception, you know what I'm saying? We was like similar people, you know what I mean? From our sides.
Real fuck with real. When you a real nigga and you want some, and your intentions is pure and genuine, and you ain't on no bullshit, like a lot of niggas gonna respect that and be receptive to that. It's like me, like I was, you know what I mean? Like niggas look at me like a blood and like I'm big blood of the, you know what I mean? Like I'm one of the top bloods, and I'm like, nigga, I don't push like that. Like I got so many Crip homies, like you wouldn't even like believe it. Like I talk to more Crips on the phone, like in the course of a day than I do Bloods. Like I just, you know what I mean? Like when I'm in Vegas, one of my main dudes I fuck with when I go to Vegas, shout out to my nigga Lil Bop. My nigga Lil Bop, like he a Crip, he a Compton Crip, but I fuck with that nigga like more than I fuck with my own homies when I'm out there in Vegas. Like, you know what I mean? I pull up on him. I go to Vegas and don't even pull up on the homies. I go to Vegas and be running around with Bop the whole weekend. Like, you know what I mean? It just, but I grew up like that. Like, I got my close relatives, like, you know what I mean, is Crips. And, you know, so I always kind of had that different edge to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I only focused on the Crips we was beefing with. Like, whoever we was beefing with, that's, you know, that's what it was. But as far as like everybody else, they ain't had nothing to do with it. So I always was open-minded in that aspect. Like,
Well, one of the more sad things that happened is Muro got tagged over.
yeah, that's childish. That's just childish ignorance. Like, you know what I mean? That was gonna happen though. Like, that's gonna happen. Like, you gotta deal, like, you know what I mean? The streets is still gonna be the streets. You can't expect everybody to be level-headed and open-minded and really be an adult with this shit. Like, it's a lot, you know, you're gonna have childish bullshit, and it's always gonna be shit like that. Like, you know what I mean?
Do you think it was the police? Like, a lot of people are like, it was the police because they're saying that, you know, they're trying to push some peace treaties right now.
No, it's still, y'all don't see on the internet, it's still a bunch of young knuckleheads that don't give a fuck about the peace treaty. They don't care about that. These niggas out here gangbanging. Like, you gotta understand, if you take away gangbanging, a lot of these niggas wouldn't know what to do with their life. Like, a lot of these niggas would be lost in life. They wouldn't know what the fuck to do. Like, if gangbanging was just took away, we just took away all beef, everybody hood got took away, like, we all just got done. like what people, a lot of these dudes wouldn't know what to do with life, where to start, like, you know what I mean? So a lot of these street dudes being from a gang and gang banging is all they got. Like they nobody without that shit. So they don't want to see it go. Like it's us that been through it and survived that shit and we got kids now and we done seen the rabbit hole. You know, we seen where the rabbit hole leads with this whole lifestyle and you know, like niggas want different. Niggas want better for themselves, for their family, and as a people. Like me personally, I could contest to that. So it's like, you know, everything is always gonna be split. It's just like when America wanted to free the slaves and the people wanted to keep their slaves. And you know what I mean? It's always gonna be, we always gonna bicker and fight over something. It's always gonna be politics. But I just feel like it's a lot of real dudes like that got a voice that feel the same way, and you know, niggas just take, you know, baby steps, giant leaps, like, you know what I mean?
A lot of peace treaty stuff going on right now. That's for sure, man. Yeah. You know, when Black Sam did the interview, you know, obviously the name that came up, Eric Holder, came up a lot in the interview, man. Did you know Eric Holder? Did you hear about him? You know, what was...
I know the name. I know the name Shitty, but I know Brick Baby. So I know him, you know what I mean, for the Shitty name. But I knew of some other Shitties, but Brick Baby was the only one I knew, personally.
Were you surprised that it was somebody that was, you know, so close to Nipsey that actually did it?
Not at all. Knowing they hood, like, you know what I mean, being from Inglewood and knowing 60s personally, like, you know what I mean, having personal relationships with dudes from 6-0 and knowing how they get down and like, nah, it wasn't surprising. They get down like that, like it happens over there. It happens more than like it happened to a lot of dudes over there. Like Nipsey's just somebody famous. Like you see Fats. Look at Fats. What happened to Fats? Like it happens more often than not. We just don't hear about it because, you know.
People think of like, you know, gangbanging is like, it's sold as kind of like this family type of environment, you know what I'm saying, or people that come from broken homes or, you know, bad environments that they kind of look to their homies to be, you know what I'm saying, kind of the ones to be there for them.
Because that's the basic ideology, like that's the basic, like that's what it's supposed to be, but it's just like America. We're supposed to be the country of freedom and built and based off of Christianity and, you know what I mean, freedom of speech and we got our rights and all this, but come on, like come on now. Like, you know what I mean?
Still got to fight for some rights that we shouldn't have to fight for.
You feel me? So it's the same way within the gang structure. It's, you know, it's, yeah, this is what it's supposed to be, but we still have to fight to maintain. You know what I mean? It's still a fight. It's an internal battle. Like,
one person that's been going crazy viral lately, man, Lil Woody.
Oh, Lil Woody snitch ass.
Took the trial, took the stand against Young Thug. You know, what's your general thoughts on that?
I mean, the streets is praising snitches now. I mean, what he did, like, I mean, I'm just looking at the facts of the case, like, he been snitching. They say he been snitching, like, so, like, you know what I mean?
Well, he had a video come out of him in the interrogation room. You know, one of the things that I think kind of surprised a lot of people is he made a post praying that Young Thug gets out of jail.
Cause it's like he trolling, right? He trolling now. He could, like, you know what I mean? Now he trolling, like, but you already told though. He already ran it. Like in the street, no matter what he did, like how he did it or what his reasoning behind, the streets gonna see it as snitching. The like in our code and whatever we got, it's snitching. Like, you know what I mean? No matter what, it's still snitching. You know what I mean? Just like if Gunna, it was still snitching. Like whatever they gonna call it snitching. You know what I mean? That's what the streets, that's how it worked, bro. And you know, he's still a snitch. But I don't see why he's so hot and getting so much money. Like, all this, like, that shit is weird as fuck to me. Like, why is he being praised for being a rat? Like, but whatever.
Woody is going crazy viral. He's
It's
putting up
crazy.
some numbers.
It's crazy. Like, you know. I mean, I ain't got nothing, no problem with him personally. I don't know the nigga, but I mean, facts is facts, bro. Nigga snitch.
Well, Brick Baby got a lot of backlash just for simply taking a picture with him.
Why would you take a picture of Woody, though? You know what I mean? You got to stand on, you call yourself, you stand on business and stand on morals. That's not a good look, nigga. You know Thug, like, you fuck with Thug, like, why would you be, you know what I mean? But, you know, he do a lot of things that, like, don't make sense sometimes. So, you know, he got his own reasoning for why he did what he did. But, you know, on the outside looking in, just, you know, because I know Brick, I fuck with Brick, but on the outside looking in, that wasn't a good look. I wouldn't have did it. Not if you call yourself a, you know what I mean, loyal to Thug and, like, you know, whatever they got going on, we, like, you know, y'all holler about that when Thug get out, but for right now, nigga, I can't fuck with you. Like,
Well, right after he got the backlash, he made this post. I got a question for the fans and homies. I'm a gang member, rapper / YouTuber, media personality. Am I allowed to interview, do content with snitches?
I mean, yeah, I would do content. I mean, you know, you could interview a snitch, but I'm saying, you fuck with Thug personally. You always shouting out Thug and, like, so, like, you have a personal relationship with Thug. So I would have a personal, you know what I mean? I would feel something personal, like, nigga, you telling on the homie, like, you know what I mean? Like, just me personally, I'd be like, you know, like, I don't know what you and Thug got worked out behind the scenes or what y'all play is with this, but until Thug came home, I wouldn't, you know.
So it's more the young Thug thing for you than really the snitch thing?
No, I mean, yeah, well, yeah, in that situation, yeah, it's more like, it's more you know, you should show better loyalty. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the way you talk about Thug, like, you fucked with him so tough, like, you know what I mean? Like, your loyalty should have been, it should be better than that. It should mean more than that to, like, I wouldn't be able to take a picture with him. If I fucked with Thug like that, and it's like he around, yeah, I'm a media dude, but it's just like when they interview, who did they interview? When they interviewed Troy Ave and, on the Breakfast Club, and Charlamagne, you see Charlamagne didn't show up. He didn't come in that day.
I didn't see that.
Like, it was an episode. Charlamagne fuck with Tax Stone. Charlamagne is, you know what I mean? So when Troy Ave came in to do the interview, Charlamagne didn't show up because you know what I mean? And I think like, you know, Charlamagne do a lot of clown shit and say a lot of goofy shit, but I think he stood on business and showed some loyalty to like what that showed character right there. That was some, you know, that was some commendable shit.
I didn't even notice that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tax Stone got how many years?
30,
God
35
damn.
or something, 35 years.
Mm.
Shit like that.
Blueface.
Mm-hmm.
His mugshot was released recently, and it kind of went viral. You know, he didn't look too healthy in it. You know, he didn't like the normal Blueface.
He in jail. He's not on his normal program. He in jail in the county, like, you know what I mean? Then you in fucking, it looked like a reception photo. Like, that was a photo from reception. He been in the county, stressing, waiting to go to the pen, you know what I mean? Now, that photo looked like it was like he finally got to reception, and that was like his intake photo. But, you know, hopefully he in the pen now, so, you know what I mean? He get on his program and get his shit together.
I mean, do you think the drugs and being off the drugs has anything to do with it?
Like, no, you just looking bad. When you in the county, bro, you eating shit food. You in county jail, LA County jail. It ain't like you ain't got no healthy meals. Like, you eating bullshit food. You in there stressing. You ain't getting no sunlight. Like, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of dudes don't look they self like they normal self. You can't get your regular haircut like you always go get. you not in your element. You know what I mean? You're not eating like you normally eat. He look like he gaining weight. You know he in there probably big honey buns, cinnamon rolls, and big burritos, and you know what I mean? That's that county jail shit. I never seen nobody look amazing on their fucking mugshot. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, he says he loves it in there.
So
You think he's just trolling?
nah, he just in jail. Like, bro, he's in jail. You ever did time in LA County Jail?
I mean, I've been to LA County for a few days.
You know what I'm
Never
saying?
did no time.
He been in there. How long he been in there?
A few months, 3, 4 months, 5 months maybe at the most.
Bro,
LA County's rough.
It's rough, bro. It's rough.
Yeah, they said that, you know, that somebody called in and I guess allegedly was locked up with him and said that, you know, he been had a lot of problems, that there's blood dudes on him.
He's a gang member. He's still a gang member. It don't matter if he blueface. You still from Schoolyard Crip. He from Schoolyard Crip first. Before all that blueface shit, he's from Schoolyard Crip. So he got to deal with them gang politics. You know, he don't get no pass because he blueface. You know what I mean?
Somebody like Blueface walks in, you know, does he get like, you know, more people want the fade? Do you think it's more or the same?
I mean, it's gonna be everybody that's supposed to want the fade gonna want it because it's Blueface. Like, but a lot of dudes ain't gonna want it. Like, a lot of dudes will be like, you know, they ain't tripping. You know what I mean? But a lot of niggas, they don't give a fuck about that rap shit. They don't care about, like, that's enemy. Like, you know what I mean? Like a Blackstone per se. Like, they don't get along with like Black P Stone. So like, if he come in a dorm and it's some Black P Stones in there, they gonna want their fades. Like, it's just like that. You know what I mean?
And I mean the clout too. You know, you get to come home.
I mean, yeah, that's
like,
cool.
I beat up Blueface.
Yeah, but it's like,
you know?
it's like that with any gangbanger that got a name. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just, if you had a name as a killer in the streets, like, yeah, I killed the gang of these dudes, and now you come to jail. They gonna want to, you know what I mean? It's the same thing. Like, that's a stripe. Like, now you got a name, so it's just even more of a stripe. But even if you didn't have a name, there still would be, you know what I mean? They still want them fades. That's just the life. That's, you know what I mean?
How many fades have you had to run like back to back to back in
Me?
jail?
2, only once, and that was only one time. Like, I had to run 2 fades. I never really had to like run no fades. Like, got lined up on no gangbang shit. Like, I got in fights over other shit, us arguing, and you know what I mean. We got into it over other shit, but I never came in a dorm and just got lined up by my enemies or no shit like that. Like, never.
Have you ever did walk in like a mostly Crip dorm?
Hell yeah, a gang of times. It was just, you know, I'm just a solid nigga, and like, I know a lot of dudes too. Like me, I've been going to jail since juvenile hall and camp and all that shit, so I know. And then, you know, I did a lot of time in the county jail, so I know a lot of dudes. And then, you know, just from the streets too. So it's like, me personally, I never really had it too rough in the county, like as far as like gang banging. It's just the county is rough and you gonna get into it with somebody. Like, that been more of my experience. Like, I didn't really get lined like, oh, it was only one dude one time. And one nigga came with that nigga nigga named Tiny Lomac from Raymond. He came in tripping like on some gangbang shit. Like, where you from? Oh yeah, fuck your hood. Whoa. Like, you know, but he was, you know, one of my homies was in there for killing one of his best homies and shit. So they was mad at the time, and like, that was like one of the first times I was in the county, like in the early years. But like, after that, I never really had no gangbang issues. It was more like just over like, you know, black and Mexican shit, or you know, just niggas just not following the program in the dorm, or we got a DP a nigga, whooping nigga. Like, you know, just different shit. Somebody getting disrespectful or something, but it wasn't never gangbang.
Since our last interview, DeAndre Barnes was on Art of Dialogue. Did you check it out?
Yeah, I seen that shit. Lying ass. He was lying like fuck. He was lying. You know what's crazy? It was like he lied but told the truth at the same time. Like Like, he just said, like, I don't know. He said, I don't know that dude, right? He says, I don't know that dude. But then the nigga commences to verify everything I said was the truth, though. But he says I wasn't there. Yeah. He asked him, like, oh, well, did you get over some gas? Yeah, that happened. Did they take your shoe? Yeah, that happened. They ran up in my... He said he verifies everything I said as the truth, but just tries to lie and say I wasn't there. How the fuck would I know and know all them details then? How would I know? And then the crazy part, we got homies that was there with us on the yard. This nigga just like, he was such a drunk, I think he kind of got his facts mixed up. Like, you know what I mean? Cause he was such a drunk in the pen. Like, he was there, he was cool, but he was a drunk. And, you know what I mean? And then, you know, it had been fucking 20 years. That shit was 20 years ago. We was in the pen together 2003, 2004. So yeah, this been 20 years ago, over 20 years ago now. So he got the facts a little wrong, but the crazy part, we talk about this shit all the time. Like, me and my other homie that was there, we always talk about that shit through the year. Like, over the year, we never stopped talking. You know, it always come up like, we go, oh, remember when that nigga DeAndre Bonds got shit? Oh yeah, like, you know what I mean? So it was always something that I remembered. Like, it was never like I forgot about it, or, you know what I mean? So I don't got no problem with DeAndre Bonds. I wasn't doing it to try to expose him, like, on no bullshit. It was just, I was just telling my story. That's what happened when they asked me about him. I was telling my story, but I think he more so got upset with my wording, because when I was telling the story, I said, yeah, they raped that nigga. But I wasn't meaning it in the sense like they took his butt from him. I was saying, like, you know, they stripped him of his items, like, type of shit. That's what I really meant. So, you know what I mean? It was just a little mix-up, a little misunderstanding. It ain't nothing.
Okay, I see. You didn't mean it literally. You just...
Yeah, I didn't mean it in a literal sense, but it was just, you know, just lingo, just my lingo. Like, yeah, they, like, but I could have said they stripped that nigga, like, you know what I mean? Like, but basically that's what I meant. Like, he got stripped of his items, like, they robbed him, like, you know what I mean?
Did you guys ever meet? He says he confronted you on a Harley.
Bruh, I pulled up to the store on my Harley. This nigga in the car with my boy from Inglewood that he used to always be with in Inglewood, from where I know him from. Like, I knew him before we even went to prison. Before prison, I been knew him. He been around Inglewood. He been hanging with Earl, like, you know what I mean? So this nigga, I don't know what he talk about. He don't know me. I don't know him. Like, nigga, you're crazy. Like, you know what I mean? He's a drunk though. Like, this nigga be like passed out, faded, and every time you see him, he always, you know, he's a drunk. So the night I see him at the liquor store, you know what I mean? I pull up, I'm on my Harley, I pull up. I'm like, what's up, blood? I see him, I'm like, what's up, blood? He like, what's up, man? So he come at me about it, like, man, nigga said you was speaking on me in the air, talk about I got raped. I was like, nigga, I didn't say you got raped. I said, you know what? I said, I didn't mean it like that though, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Cause I didn't. I wasn't saying it like he got raped. Like, you know what I mean? But that was it. It wasn't like he pressed me or nothing. Nigga, you asked me a question, nigga, and I told you what it was. And nigga, I walked in the store, got my blunt, my drink, and like, all right, nigga, I'll holler at you, nigga. And that was it. It wasn't like, no, he pressed me. And like, nigga, you didn't press. You asked me a question, nigga. I gave you an answer, nigga. What the fuck you talking about, nigga? Like,
Well, yeah. I mean, he did the interview, man. You know, spoke about it, but
I told the nigga, let's go live. I hit him in his DM, like, what's up, let's go live. Like, he like, oh no, I don't want to go live. I charge $10,000 to go live. Like, man, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, nigga, I was trying to clarify this shit, get this shit clarified face to face, nigga. Like, cause like, don't try to put me out. I ain't got no reason to lie, bro. I ain't got no problem with that man. So like, you lie on him. The truth is the truth, bro. That's what happened. And he fucking verified. You know what I mean? He fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? He fucking, basically, he verified everything that I said, but just tried to take me out. Oh, but he wasn't there. He wasn't there. How the fuck I wasn't there and I know I told you the story. I said everything that happened and you corroborated my story, so how wasn't I there? It's like weird, but spilled milk, bro.
You know, since our last interview, Adam22, No Jumper, they did a cipher. The cipher did good numbers. You
That
know,
shit was trash.
a lot of people responded.
That shit was ass.
And Adam took a shot at you.
That shit was ass. Ass.
Okay. Besides ass, what was your thoughts about it?
That shit was ass. Like, that was my only thought. That shit was ass. Only thing, what's your name got off though? Who was that? Brick. I think Brick was barring up. He was kind of spitting. Brick was getting off, but like other than that shit was ass.
How come you didn't respond?
Bro, why would I respond to a blogger with a rap song? Like, bro, this nigga's a blogger. I didn't tore his ass up on the blog already. I didn't, you know what I mean? I don't gotta respond with a rap song. Like, you're not a rapper. Like, you know what I mean? Why would I make a rap song to diss Adam22 back? Like, come on, bro.
AD and Terrell did. You know, it did good numbers too.
Shit, good for them.
You know, it did really good numbers, man. You know, you and Adam been going back and forth for a while.
Cause he's a fucking traitor and he's a cuck. Like, that's why.
Why would you say he's a traitor?
He switched up on me. Soon as he start, like me and Adam was cool as fuck. You see how many times I've been on No Jumper? We was hella cool. But he started fucking with Crip Mac and he started fucking with Whack. And you know, niggas start switching up, bro.
I didn't even think about that, man, but
That's exactly what happened. If you look back, go back and look. Me and Adam was cool as shit. All of a sudden he get in good with Crip Mac, and then he get in good with Whack. Now all of a sudden what did we get into it over? We ain't got into it over shit. It's over him and how he act. He just a traitor. He ain't loyal. He's a dick rider. Like he's like a blog hoe. Like he gonna go with anybody who popular. Whoever popular at the moment, that's who he want. Oh yeah, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like you can just tell by the way he interview, he kissed that. But then once he get comfortable with you, then I see like once he get comfortable with people, then he start getting disrespectful. Like after he break the ice of being like a fucking nerd for real, then he like start getting comfortable. Like once he see like, oh, like this dude ain't gonna beat me up. This dude, he's pretty cool. Then he start getting comfortable and like, you know what I mean? He just get weird, bro. Like you see, he always fall out with every fucking body. Like everybody he end up falling. He just a traitor, bro. And he a disloyal motherfucker. I don't fuck with niggas like that. That's it. Fuck Adam.
right, Sharp just left.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna leave, bro. Especially with this whack shit. Then you got whack in your ear. Then it's just like, bro, like Adam just a whack ass dude.
Well, on a positive note, since our last interview, Peace Walk in Compton, the Fruits, Treetop, man.
Yeah, that shit was dope.
I thought that was pretty big.
That was dope.
Pretty dope, man.
Yeah.
You know, what are your thoughts on that?
Keep that shit going. Just keep it going. You gotta start somewhere, like, you know what I mean? But it seems like everybody it's a lot of that energy in the city right now. Like, it really been going on since Nip died, but it kind of especially kicked back up with Kendrick moment. It kind of turned the fire back up. Like, you know what I mean? It was, when Nip died, it was kind of that vibe in the city for a while. But then they kind of like, you know, they turned the stove on low. But then Kendrick had his little moment, so it just kind of put it back on high, like, you know what I mean? So like, it's like, that's a lot of the energy around the city, like right now. But you know, you gotta start somewhere. Everybody ain't with it, everybody ain't fell in line, but like the people that are with it, we gonna lead by example, and you know what I mean? We gonna push this message.
Any chances of something like that in Inglewood?
We already did it. We did it already. We tried to do it with the Inglewood Thrash Saints, but we end up back going at it again. But we did it like we was going at it with Munchie B Hood for years. Like with the Inglewood family, we went at it for years, and you know what I mean. We put that shit to the side, got that shit out, got that shit out the way, and now the energy back smooth like in Inglewood. But I ain't gonna lie, like that shit kind of like fell. That shit fell through the flow with the essays though, with the Inglewood essays.
It can seem like a peace treaty could be hard, because it really only takes one person to fuck
That's
it
what
up.
I'm saying, like, and that's really kind of what happened. Like, we was cool for a minute. We had the little peace meeting, then we had the meeting, we went to the shit, we had all that, we had to sit down with them, all that. And it was actually peaceful for a while, it was peaceful. And then all of a sudden they came back, started writing on the walls again, and you know what I mean? It's just, a few back and forth shootings happened, and
Yeah. Well, they're saying the 8 Trays in the 60s are having talks.
I'm seeing some discussions happen, and it's some dialogue there. Like, I'm seeing it.
That's pretty crazy.
But I'm saying it's been going on. It's kind of like time from when Nipsey died. It started when Nip died. And it kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, behind the scenes, it been some dialogue since back then. But now it's starting to, you know what I mean?
Crip Mac, got sentenced.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's not going to be gone too long.
Not going to be too bad. Not too
Yeah.
bad.
I mean, I think he was overall... I talked to him since then. I think he's overall, I don't want to say happy with his sentence because I don't think anybody's happy with his sentence.
He know he gonna be all right.
He feeling a lot better than I think. He was looking at 10+ years or something. So
yeah, he got action. He gonna be home soon. You know what I mean? That what he got 55 months, I think they said. So he got basically about 5 years, and I think he'll be home in about. Probably, I think about 2 more. Like, what's this, 24, 25? I think he'll be home by, like, 2026.
Yeah, it's not too bad, bro.
It ain't be too bad.
It's not too bad, man.
As a dudes who been to jail, like, we been to jail and been through that shit, it's like, you know what I mean? That sound better than 10. It sound better than 10 for sure.
A lot better, for sure, man. Shout out Crip Mac, man.
Yeah, free Crip.
You guys, last time you were here, you guys talked?
Yeah.
Talked out some of your issues and everything?
Yeah. I just hollered at ODM Slim the other night, too. So we got some clarity over there, too. So, yeah, we smooth moving forward.
Well, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. Yeah. Well, one of the things that came out, though, is they're saying he can't say 55th Street, he can't say Custer, he can't diss the Hoovers, can't be around gang members, can't go to his neighborhood, can't wear gang attire, can't drink alcohol.
That's basic. That's basic parole. That's parole. It's always that.
Even with the Custer?
That's parole. That's gangbanging. Like, and then you're on the TV. Like, you're on, not TV, but you know what I mean? You're being seen. You're somebody with a platform. So they really gonna be watching you, and it's gonna be easy to get him. So it's like, you know what I mean? He just got to come home and walk a straight path. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it just kind of sucks for him, man, because that's so much part of, his entertainment factor of what he does and how he gets his money.
It's the life he chose, man. That's the prizes. That's the prizes that come with the lifestyle. You know what I mean? Man. They don't give a fuck about your platform, like, you know what I mean? The law don't care about 55th Street. Like, you know what I mean? They don't care. They don't give a fuck about that shit. You want your freedom? You want to stay out of jail?
Find another job. Find something different to talk about, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Yeah, that sucks, man. Well, they announced that Kendrick Lamar is performing at the Super Bowl.
That's going to be dope as fuck.
Big for the West Coast.
Huge.
We just had it a few years ago.
Huge. We had Snoop,
Dre.
Now we got it again in New Orleans, though. In New Orleans. That shit gonna be dope.
Some people were mad. Lil Wayne seemed disappointed. Birdman, You know, they kind of felt like Lil Wayne should have been the guy to perform. It was in New Orleans.
I ain't gonna lie, Lil Wayne ain't been looking too hot lately, man. I don't think Lil Wayne seemed like he got some other things to work out, man. He shouldn't be worried about that. Like, I honestly, like, I feel where they coming from, though. Like, you know, it's in New Orleans. Like, I feel like Kendrick a really enough dude that you might get a surprise Lil Wayne. He might bring Lil Wayne out, though. Like, I feel Kendrick. I think at this point, Kendrick a really enough individual, and how Kendrick think, I think he'll fuck around and bring Hurricane Chris, and he gonna bring out Hurricane Chris and Lil Wayne, I feel.
I don't know, bro. With him beefing with Drake, though?
So what?
That's Lil Wayne's, you know, that's his dog right there, man.
I mean, just to show, I don't know, I feel like it would be a show of good faith to do something like that.
It would be. And it would definitely be crazy, because the crowd would go crazy, you know. So it would definitely make the show better. I mean, especially with all the hype and
I
everything.
can see Kendrick doing it.
Yeah, for sure, man. Well, they're trying to blame Jay-Z for this.
I mean, Jay-Z got say so, but you know, like, I just don't, Lil Wayne ain't been looking too, you know what I mean? He ain't came with no real, you know what I mean? He ain't came with no hot music lately, and he just not looking like he doing too healthy right now. Like, he ain't looking healthy like right now.
I remember there was the pictures where his face was pretty fat.
Yeah, I'm not saying, like, he ain't looking too well right now. I think we just, you know, I think he should just sit this one out. For real, bro. Like, cause Lil Wayne, I fuck with Weezy, like, but you know what I mean? Just me being somebody, a fan of Weezy, somebody that grew up on Weezy and in a sense grew up with Weezy, like, you know what I mean? I just feel like he ain't himself right now. Like, he a shadow of his former self right now. He ain't Weezy right now, bro.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't want that to sound bad, but it's like you know your uncle. It's like, you know what I mean? Your uncle, he's hella swole, and you know your uncle be on his workout shit, and it's like, you know what I mean? Then all of a sudden you see your uncle, he ain't working out, he kind of sucked up, you like, damn, you ain't looking too good. He ain't looking like, you know what I mean? You ain't looking like yourself. Like, so it makes you wonder, like, what's going on, bro?
You think the drugs are finally catching up with him?
That's how it look. You know what I mean? That's what it looked like to me. Just, you know.
Yeah, man. Well, hopefully they'll at least bring him out, man. That'd be dope, bro.
I just hope he look like, I hope he doing all right. But yeah, hopefully.
He had them seizures, remember, years back.
That's what I'm saying.
And he couldn't even be on a plane.
It just looked like he not too well right now. He just don't look healthy. He don't look healthy.
I interviewed Loose Cannon.
That nigga's a liar, bro. You let him sit up here and tell all these lies. Like, this nigga,
I always get the blame for people lying.
That nigga's a fucking liar, bro. That nigga's such a liar, bro. That dude don't, bro, that fool is a troll. That's all, he trying to come up off of trolling, bro. Like, that nigga, he don't, like, bro, he's a straight clown. Liar. I don't even want to, like, fuck Loose Cannon. Like, that nigga's a clown.
I mean, you want to tell your side of the story?
I mean, I already told it. Like, he begged me to come to the fucking fight. We were supposed to be getting a fight. He wanted me to come show up to 600 fight so that we can announce that night that we was gonna fight, like an official announcement. You know what I mean? They told me, man, we'll give you the 500 to come. I'll give you 500, nigga, just for good, you know what I mean? Just for good measure. I'll slide you 500 to come. So I'm like, all right, I'll come right quick. Cause I wasn't gonna go, but he like, man, just come, nigga, we gonna, I'm like, all right, cool. So I came up there, they told me, yeah, you know, Wack and them coming 25 deep, and whoopty woo woo. I'm like, I don't give a fuck, like, you know what I mean? So I went, I sat there, I chilled, like, did my thing, had my drink, smoked my weed, like, you know what I mean, made my rounds. But at the same time, that night was my homeboy birthday. he was having a birthday party. He had some fly shit going on downtown. So, you know, that's what I really was, that was my plan for the night. But I'm like, fuck it, let me go pick this little, you know, let me go grab this little 500 right quick. And then I'm gonna get up out of here. So I was sitting around, I ended up coming way earlier. They didn't show up till way later. I showed up at 4 o'clock. These niggas don't come walking in till 8:30. I done been here damn near 5 hours already. Then they come in, they go to their little section, they bullshitting, doing that shit. I'm looking at the time like, bro. So I'm like, bruh, my boys called me, like, bruh, where you at? I'm like, man, I'm up here at this 600 fight, whoa, whoa. They like, man, we want to get us in, get us in. I'm like, all right, come on, but I'm finna leave, nigga. I'm finna go to the homie birthday. They like, yeah, just get us in. So my homies pull up, I get them in, we mingle around for like another hour. I standing around, we watching the bullshit fights and all the shit. And like, you know what I mean? It started just getting too late. It's time to go. So I tell you nigga like, blood, I'm out. I'm finna go to the party. And you know, that was it. I left. But they try to make it seem like they got up here like, oh yeah, Boskoe came and we walked in and he left. When we walked in, he hurried up and left, got up out of there. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I stayed around. I sat there damn near 5 hours. And even after y'all got there late, I still sat around like another hour, bro. So what do you mean I got up out of there when y'all came? Like, nigga, I didn't come to stay all night waiting on y'all niggas. Like I ain't got nothing to do with my fucking time. Like, bro, like, you know what I mean? So that's what that was.
I seen you had a post about Busta Rhymes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what's going on with Busta Rhymes?
Nothing. He just, I don't hold, I don't do no picks and no chooses, bro. You know, if I see some little zesty shit, I'm a clown. I'm gonna have my jokes. That's it. It ain't nothing personal.
So he had a picture. He was in what looked like a dress.
Looked like a dress.
And it was even like pinkish or reddish.
It was red, like, and I said he looked like Jennifer Hudson. It looked like the same dress Jennifer Hudson wore. But it ain't nothing personal. It's just, when you give me some ammo, I'ma shoot. Like, you know what I mean?
I had big homie CC on here, and he's kind of accused Busta of checking dudes out.
Super zest monster. For sure, bro. That's my thing, bro. Like, this been common knowledge, though. Like, all my promoter homies would always say, man, we gotta bring some, we gotta bring some, what they call them, I'm not gonna say it on here. They call them fun boys. They'll say, we gotta have some fun boys in the section for Busta. I'm out with Don Benjamin, and the club we ended up going to, Busta Rhymes in there. So it was this little lawyer guy that was with us. And the little lawyer guy we was with, he was a gay dude, super cool, you feel me, good guy. Bro, Busta Rhymes wanted him in his section so bad. Like, what? Pulled him to the section, like through the rope, and tucked him off in the corner. So I'm looking like, well, he ain't come with us. Well, I know he was in the little group. So if I go out with somebody, like a group of people, I try to make sure everybody get there together and leave together. No, he stayed with them.
I heard that. But I mean, niggas always had like little like rumors about Busta, but I don't know nothing about him personally. I don't have no personal issue. Like, I was always a fan of Busta. I'm a Busta fan, like, you know what I mean? But, when you give me ammo, I'ma shoot.
Boskoe does like to call people out when they have any type of zesty behavior.
Zesty activities or like, any kind of clown shit. Like, I'm gonna have my opinion just like everybody else. But, ain't nothing personal, just business.
Right after Diddy got arrested, Ice Cube and Dub C were doing a show. And Ice Cube was on stage and he says, me and Dub C ain't never been to a Diddy party.
That's what Ice Cube said?
Yep.
He lying though, he have. I heard he have. Nah. I think I heard him say, I don't know. Don't quote me. But I don't know, I think I just seen something like yesterday. But I don't believe everything you see. Don't believe everything you see. Don't believe everything you hear on the internet. But I'm just saying, I'm not sure. I can't concur or deny it. Like, I don't know.
Well, about a month ago, he was kind of defending Diddy.
I seen that too. I mean, you know.
But, I mean, God, you never been to it. Not even because a lot of people go to Diddy parties.
A lot of people it's a
that
party.
aren't
It's a party.
on no freaky stuff.
It's a party. You know what I mean? They don't. I'm sure he don't advertise. Yeah, oh, but the freak off is gonna start at. Well, it's a party, bro. Most parties turn to a freak off, especially like mansion parties and yacht parties. That shit's turn. I don't know about a freak off, but you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be some bitches on the boat. It's gonna be some niggas on the boat. You know, whoever on the boat, and like, you know, motherfuckers gonna link up with who they link up with, bro. And by the end of the night, that's how most grown adult parties usually go. Like, that's what did you come to the party for? I come to a party to see which one of these girls I'm gonna grab, and we go into the room, like, or we, wherever we going, like, but, just so happens there was a lot of zesty shit going on. So that's what makes it like, people are more like, oh, Diddy, it was this gay shit going on. It's like, bro, it be gay shit going on at a lot of parties. Like, you know what I mean? They just want to pay more attention because of Diddy.
Soulja Boy said, if Diddy ever tried him like any of these rappers, I would have killed him.
But Soulja Boy, the first rapper ever got marked out in his hood. Like, I don't want to hear that shit. You ain't even marked out. Hey, bro, I don't want to hear that shit from Soulja Boy, bro. I don't want to hear Soulja talk tough. I don't like I like Soulja with the melodies. I don't like Soulja when he act tough.
You're talking about the video where he pulls up to his hood and he runs some fades with some guys?
First ever. He didn't run no fade. He
didn't fight nobody that day?
Fuck no.
I thought he did.
No. I know them niggas personally. Like, I know them dudes. Like, hell no.
Can you talk about what happened when he got there, or?
Nothing. He just was trying to do too much. Like, you know what I mean? He ain't no official nigga like that. You know what I mean? And he just came to the hood trying to do some vlog shit and just, did too much.
Is Soulja Boy welcome there, or?
I mean,
or is it such a place
with the people who brought him there, like, yeah, I ain't gonna say he unwelcome, but Soulja Boy a plate, like, without certain niggas. He ain't finna just go pull up. Like, he can't just go pull up to the hood by himself and hop. He's not gonna do that. Like he can't just come pull up to his hood on a Harley and jump off on the Harley with a bottle and, you know what I mean? Like, he can't do none of that. He ain't finna just go up to Gonzalez Park where all the rest of the Pyrus and the homies at and just pull up in his whip and pop the trunk, and he not finna do none of that, bro. Like, he can't. He gonna be a plate.
What would it take for Soulja Boy to be able to do that and to be accepted?
Just to be with them right dudes. Like, he just gotta be with them right dudes who got him good over there anyway. So,
Well, Eddie Griffin said that the industry is gonna put a hit on Diddy. What do you think the odds that Diddy gets Epstein?
I don't see that shit happening.
No?
No.
I can't imagine he's going to want to go through a trial with woman after woman after woman going up on there, especially Cassie, saying he did all these horrible things to her.
I mean, I can't imagine a nigga want to take a deal. I wouldn't want to take a deal on no shit. Like, at least if you take it to trial and lose, you got action at appeal. If you take a deal, you ain't got no appeal action. You just admitting guilt and you ain't got no action. In a case like that, I wouldn't want to take no deal on that shit. Hell no. Let's take that shit to trial.
What do you think of his odds cooperating?
I mean, of course, you start snitching, yeah. You get to snitching and give them somebody bigger than you. You give them Clive Davis, like, you know what I mean? You give them Jay-Z, like, I'm sure they, you know what I mean? You give him Jay-Z and Clyde Davis, like, you know what I mean?
I'm sure if he gives him Jay-Z and Clyde Davis, like that. All right, charges dismissed.
Bro, witness protection.
Witness protection.
He gonna be like the biggest mafia rat. He gonna be like a Sammy the Bull. Like, if Diddy cooperate and it's some shit, like, bro, he gonna be like Sammy the Bull.
I mean, Diddy's got to know so much about so many people.
He does. All the videos. He got all the tapes, all the videos. He Diddy. He know everything. He know everything. He gonna have to tell him everything.
Everything.
So you gonna have to tell him about the Biggie, Tupac, everything.
That's where I was just going.
You gonna have to tell him everything.
He could be ending up testifying against Keefy D. Because everybody thinks Keefy D right now is turning on Diddy. Or trying to give Diddy up to try to get himself out of the situation.
Man, if Diddy cooperate, man, it's gonna be some shit, bro. Like, that's kind of like his best bet. You know what I mean?
They got the indictment sealed now, which is kind of crazy. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like,
if he could give them somebody, Frank Lucas, man, it's Frank Lucas.
Yeah, man. I don't know why the indictment's sealed. I mean, maybe they don't. I mean, they don't want the media getting a hold of it. So there's got to be some names on there, or something on there that they're, you know, they don't want us talking about.
There's some powerful players involved. Just know that. It's some powerful, you know what I mean? There's some powerful people.
I mean, he could have known politicians.
It's a lot of politicians. You had Bill Clinton. Wasn't Bill Clinton and people done been, bro. Fucking Obama.
Obama?
Oh yeah. Jesse James. What is it? Like, man, he done had everybody at the, like, ain't no telling. Like, he done party with everybody, bro. So ain't no telling who he got shit on. Like, bro, he done party with the Hollywood elite. Like, princes, sheiks, all kind of shit. Like, you know what I mean? Ain't no telling what he had going on.
The mayor from New York gave him the key to the city like a year ago, and now he's in trouble.
Now he in trouble. They booked his ass. They just booked. And I heard he just got beat up or something. You didn't hear that?
I didn't hear that.
Looked at it, I said, I just heard something today. I was like, I was busy, so I didn't like get to look into it, but I was like, yeah, I heard something. I don't know. See if you see the headline. Somebody got beat up or something.
What was his name? Eric Adams.
Yeah, Mayor Adams.
Eric Adams beat up.
Or assaulted, something happened.
Nah, I don't see anything.
Nothing? I could have swore I heard something like that earlier today.
There be so much stuff on the internet.
Yeah, like,
you don't know what's true.
Yeah, like,
not true.
I mean, you gotta do the research, bro. I don't just take shit that I hear and just believe it just because it's a headline. People could put any caption they want on their video on their page. Like, that don't mean it's true, bro. You can't just, like somebody say, Diddy died today in jail. Oh, did you hear Diddy dead? Like, so, like, bro, like, you know what I mean? Anybody could say anything on the internet and put a caption to it. And it's just gonna be, you know, some people just believe anything they see. They don't even take the time to do no research or, you know what I mean, investigate a little further. They just take it for face value. Oh, yeah, Diddy killed himself today. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? It's crazy, bro.
I've definitely fell for it myself.
See what I'm saying? Like, bro, you gotta investigate, bro. You can't believe, I don't believe anything I just see, like, on YouTube. I gotta do some further investigation. I gotta see some TMZ. I gotta see some real news clips, some KTLA, Fox News or something, CNN report. Like, you know what I mean? I can't just listen to Milk 7-4 and just take it. Like.
So yeah, Diddy's in a world of trouble. You know, I mean, either way he goes for him is bad. If he cooperates, he might get out of jail, but he's pretty much done. If he don't cooperate, he could still be done. You know, I mean, maybe if he keeps his money, I always tend to think, man, he got so much money. You know, he got a fighting chance, even though it looked bad.
You gonna spend all your money on legal fees. Like, he'll be broke after all this. Like, after all that shit, he'll be broke. It's the downward spiral. It's the, you know.
But I think Diddy's a hustler too, man. I
He
think if
is,
he beats
but
this, like, he gonna make some money.
No, if he beats this, for sure he gonna make some money. He gonna be larger than, if he beats this shit, yeah, he gonna be larger than ever if he beats it. But if not, yeah, he done. Like, you know.
Well, I seen people bringing up Biggie's lyrics. You know, they're trying to attach Biggie's lyrics. You know, I seen Lord Jamar talking about it on Art of
But
Dialogue.
we been talking about that shit for years. Like, it ain't like niggas been heard that shit and we been talked about that shit though.
What are your thoughts on it?
That shit was zesty as hell, bro. That shit was some zesty ass lyrics. He had a lot of questionable ass lyrics.
Do you think it was like literal, or do you think he was just being provocative and using hyperbole?
I can't say because I didn't know him personally, and you know, I didn't know him personally, so I can't say. I don't know what type of dude he was off the mic, and like, you know what I mean. I heard he did a lot of zesty shit though.
Oh,
Like, I heard him say a lot of zesty. You never heard Lil Kim said some shit about it. You never heard Lil Kim said about it?
no.
Go back and look at what Lil Kim had to say about Big. And it was been some zesty shit. But I mean, you know, I don't know him personally. I wasn't there, but I know the lyrics was questionable years ago. Like, we been caught them lyrics and niggas been talked about that shit and said that shit. Yeah, that shit was sus as fuck. Like, you know what I mean? But
I remember when it came out, man, and I remember hearing the lyric, and I was just like, why would he say that? You know, but
it was always like, what the?
it was also like, I remember this shit now. You know what I mean? Like, we're thinking about it. We're talking about it like 30 years later, one of his bars. Like, because it was just so, you know, you look so good, you know.
It was odd. It was cringe then. Like, it was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What'd you say to me? You know what I mean?
But, you know, I mean, this might sound crazy, man, but I remember I seen two dudes about to fight.
Mm-hmm.
This was in the 90s. I was at a club, and these two dudes was getting into it, and one dude tells the other dude, well, we can go in the back and see who takes whose manhood first. You know, and when they said it, I didn't even really think like, oh, this is like a gay thing to say. You know, I mean, because I was just like, I just was like, oh, I didn't think it was, I didn't think he meant it literally. You know, I was just like, oh, he just basically saying he's going to beat him up really bad if we go back here. You know.
Some niggas really be serious. No, for real. Like, I know niggas. I've been to prison 4 times. Like, I know niggas. There's some niggas that don't give a fuck. They like booty, and they'll tell you they don't. There's some niggas that don't give a fuck. Lifers, niggas got life, and there's niggas that don't got life. There's niggas in there with 5 years. He just don't give a fuck. Like, he get to the pen, he gonna get him a boy. He don't give a fuck. Like, there's a lot of them niggas out there.
Damn.
There's a lot of niggas out there. Niggas trying to move the punk in the cell, and it's a lot of, you know. Yeah, it's a lot of that going on though, man. It's just, everybody ain't paying attention to everybody else. Like, you know what I mean? They're paying attention to Diddy, but it's a lot of freaky ass rappers out here. Like, you know what I mean?
They say it and it sounds like they're just playing or they're over exaggerating, but no, they could be serious. Damn.
Real shit.
Well, Boskoe, man, I appreciate you.
It's always a pleasure, bro. I feel like we always do good. Like every time, like, I just feel like we keep getting better and better. Like, you getting better. I feel like I'm getting better. We just, you know, we gonna keep getting better, man.
Yeah, I feel like things are a lot more smoother, for sure.
I just want to, I gotta say, man, good luck to Kendrick on that Super Bowl thing. Good luck with that. Man, I hope Wayne, you know what I mean, get showed some respect or just get showed some love. And, you know, I hope he bring them out. Shout out my nigga Lil RJ, free you, nigga. And, yeah, man, everybody stay blessed, stay safe, man. Let's stay peaceful.
That's what it is, for sure.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you. What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.